He is.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
oh shoot.
Streaming on YouTube. Hello, everybody.
Are we live?
Yes, we are live now. Meeting is now streaming live on YouTube. How are you this evening, everybody?
Good eve.
It is May 28th, 2024.
Yeah, I can't believe this month just flew by.
Yeah, busy month, crazy month. Started out a little slow, and towards the end, it's just getting strange for I don't really know what's going on, but it seems like a lot of things are going on. It's like I can't catch a ride on it.
Yet we
Can't
can't find
catch
any
up
good
to
news.
everything. Right.
There's no good
And
news.
then, what I'm seeing a lot is that a lot of things are older. So you have to decipher what's new and what's older, you know.
What are you talking about? You mean the
Some
news
of
in
the
general?
news, some of the
Well, you were
news
talking about
stories I'm
January
finding.
6th, and should we go over January 6th? And I'm like,
Yeah,
how, I mean, you can't beat a dead horse, but
right, exactly.
there are things that people don't believe. So if there were conspiracies
Right.
and you ask about those conspiracies, then yeah.
Well, it seems
Because
to keep
oh,
going
that was the thing.
backwards.
They were honoring Ashley Babbitt. She ain't dead. She's not dead. I'm telling you. I
Just
saw her on the gurney when they got her on a gurney. They carried this woman down the stairs. No procedure. Capitol Police did not know the procedure of not stepping in blood. I'm being sarcastic here, and carrying this woman down the stairs by the knees and under the arms.
right.
This is what I saw. Then finally, out of the Capitol, they're like on cement walk. I don't know exactly where, but it was definitely cement. And she's on the gurney, and you see like her eyes open. All right,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, you're moving maybe her eye. No, she was alive. Q showed it. It only stayed up for a very short time.
Yeah. I remember that video. I
Did
do.
you see?
Yeah, I
I
saw
only
the
met two two other people
mhm.
that watched it.
Wow.
I mean, the, they I that's when I noticed the green screen. That's when they were telling us, look at this actor, look at that actor. That well, the UN, okay, millions of them are all actors. That's the evil satanic actors. That's what I'll say. Okay, let's see.
Wow.
What do you? I was gonna share. Did you share?
Yeah, I'm doing it as we
The only
speak.
reason to come on tonight was because of DeNiro. There's
Yeah,
like, I really don't want to. Joe is just playing something, I guess his little pride speech in front of the
yeah.
courthouse.
He's
And the
such a
first thing he said is
humor.
9/11 was right here. And I was just like, turn it the fuck off. I was like, turn it the fuck. How the fuck dare you, De Niro? I could squish you, you little acorn. Piece of shit, mother.
Yeah, I know, right?
Wait, I'm not allowed to threaten anybody. That wasn't a threat, we're just Brooklyners and New Yorkers and going off that whole shit. They might take us down for that one, but I don't care. He's a little twat. All right. He's a short little nothing. He had no skills except for that stupid one little face that he was able to make that scared the piss out of everybody because it was ugly. It reminds us of the devil. I swear to God, him and Al Pacino must be fucking butt buddies.
He's so nasty. The way he
Piece of
called
shit.
out the way he hates on President Trump. I mean, he was one of the guys. I mean, they all loved him
Because he screwed
before
little
he left.
girls.
Right.
That's what
He didn't know.
happened. De Niro, tell the truth. You couldn't get your own boyfriends and girlfriends, so you screwed the little guys.
It all
Yes, you
connects.
did.
Everything connects. It's just so terrible.
It's
Um,
just so terrible.
it is. I hate it.
Did you share it to everything?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
I don't think anybody's gonna. What is it, Tuesday? I don't
Yeah.
even. Nim Brian mentioned me in a comment.
So,
That's right.
yeah, I mean, he goes up there and he starts spouting
DeNiro.
off his mouth, and then the crowd goes after him, and they start saying, "Good old New York." They stood right up, and they're not taking this no more. I think the people of New York have finally seen the light.
That's
I mean, they're not letting. I mean, because you guys got a lot. There's a lot of those. They let a lot of the immigrants in. Didn't say nothing, but now they're saying, "Hey, wait a minute." I think more and more people will say, "Hey, man," and then they started screaming, uh, "Fuck Joe Biden," because that's a good
were
thing to
they?
say. Yeah, they did. They were
I didn't.
spouting that out
Yeah, I
when he
didn't
was
hear the
trying to
whole. Well,
when he was
obviously,
trying
I didn't want to hear the whole thing.
yeah when he was trying to do
It's
his
a
speech.
worm.
That's what they were saying. That's what the crowd was saying. So they got in hit right back in his face when he
You
started
know,
his.
I mean, we
So
don't believe it's him. Not you. I don't know about you, Joe, but like, I honestly don't think it's him. I think he's in Gitmo already, or
uh, De Niro.
yeah, they all are. Oh yeah, but the shit is coming out now to make you think, what a fucking asshole.
Yeah,
And it's to think about all of these people that way, not just,
this guy's one of the bad ones. I mean, look at the other one. The other one that shot the lady, Alec Baldwin. He thought he could get away with murder. He's not going to get away with it. They denied his request to drop the case. They're not going to
some,
drop the case because everybody's mad.
some
Everybody's
justice.
mad that the girl went to jail, but the guy that actually picked up the gun and pointed it at the girl and pulled the trigger, nothing happened to him. He
Right.
he, it's just standard. You pick up a gun, you don't point it at anybody. You always check it, no matter even if the armorer checked it already, you still pick it up and check it first.
Yeah, when it goes into the next person's hands, you should.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't even. It just would
that's
be
that's the
logic
first rule. That's the
before you
first
did
rule.
anything
Don't
with
point
it.
it at it.
Before you did anything with it, just you know, check
Yeah,
it.
before you did anything, point it down.
I mean, what are the, I mean, not only did he point it, okay, this is a
He,
two motion, three
mhm,
motions because you got to
yeah,
look. What seemed like he's aiming,
he did.
and then he had to pull the trigger.
He did. And two
Common
people were hit.
sense. Common sense.
Right. Two
That's not
people were hit
accidental. He killed someone
and wounded another.
and wounded another. Yeah, that's right.
Mhm. With the same bullet.
But that's good. He's going back on
Yeah.
trial.
Yep.
Yes, yes, yes. That's a little positive.
He has to go to jail. He has to spend time in jail for that because anybody else would have spent time in jail for that.
Jail.
Anybody
He should
in
be.
prison.
He's he's one of them, man. He's one of
Yeah.
those. I
Involuntary
heard
manslaughter used to carry a 14 to 15 years mandatory sentence here in New
right,
Mexico.
right.
And now I
He
know,
also wounded another, so it should be even more than that.
yeah, I know that it's gone down though.
How ridiculous. You take someone's life,
Right. Yeah,
their
and
one and
think you're
only
okay with
life
it and think it's okay.
that we know of,
Yeah.
and they think it's okay.
I don't get I don't get how he thinks he's okay doing what he did.
He's dead too, so it's just the way I see it. It's the way I see it. They're
He's
all gone.
he's a waste of breath, that's for sure.
He was. All right.
What
Well,
else? There was a
both of
couple.
them can burn in hell, De
Yeah.
Niro and Baldwin and all his family, I'm sure. You know, where did the name Baldwin come from? Is there a Baldwin that was president?
I don't think so. Doesn't doesn't ring a bell.
Let's just check. I don't
Yeah,
think it's
I don't
president.
think so, but you yeah.
I think it was
Hamilton. No, it was Hamilton.
see, Alec sounds Russian actually. Baldwin,
Does it?
maybe it's the Czar. Let me find out. Baldwin
Or
origin.
Baldwin. I don't know.
Germanic and Anglo-Saxon. Zorf.
I don't like that. The AG of ours, though, I'll tell you, he's really far left. He's really far left. That's what gets me. They're so far left. They hate guns so bad, and yet he killed this man, and they don't want him to pay for it.
He deserves to pay for it.
Mhm. Yeah, he does. He really does.
First Earl of Baldwin, an Earl. That's it. He was I can't find it, but I'm almost sure he was a British Prime Minister.
Baldwin.
Baldwin. Yes. Before Chamberlain,
Hmm.
obviously before Churchill and all those. Baldwin. I'm right. I know I'm right. Was there a Baldwin that was Prime Minister? Oh, they're saying it is the Earl. Was a British statesman and conservative politician who dominated the government of the United Kingdom between the world wars, serving as Prime Minister of three. Okay, it's the same guy then.
Okay.
Stanley Baldwin. I was right though. He was the Prime Minister. He
And
was
so
multiple
these
times.
sons of his
See,
were
the thing is,
yeah,
they change their names and such, and some of them
mhm,
don't. That's
yeah.
what I mean, and then they're like people change their name in Hollywood because it's Hollywood, so they want it to sound sharper or
Yeah.
more like to get your attention
Remember
grab.
my name. Yep.
Right, right.
Mhm.
I don't know. Like the only thing I could think of is Taylor not Swift instead. That kind of like just kind of sticks out to me. What was the other thing? So there was Alec Baldwin, there was De Niro. I know that was really, we just wanted to come on and curse him out.
Yeah.
They're both little POSs.
Yes, they are. Especially that Baldwin, because he thought he could get away with murder. He really
I know,
did.
I know. But like I said, he's gone too. They're all gone.
I hope
We're,
so.
we're- some of the bigger names are going to have been killed. And I know you find it unfair, but tough shit. We have never experienced anything of this caliber.
No, we
There will
haven't.
never ever be, or even the Bible says we'll have a peace for 1,000 years. Some things you just have to accept. Do you understand? And they're gonna have the analog. You'll be able to watch the video of these people hanged. I think they had, okay, you want to get a little conspiratorial. They had two ways to choose. They could be shot in the back of the head or take a shot. Ironic, right? Take a shot.
Mhm. Yeah.
And that's why like McCain's coffin was closed. People, when you have brain cancer, the brain doesn't like, go all over and stuff. He was shot. He got shot. I don't know. Maybe his military thing, he wanted to be shot. Is it real? Yes. Yes. We're just waiting for the rest of this beautiful, beautiful. Oh, how do you do world? World. World. to
I
wake up. I
I
think
want
it's
everybody to catch up to what we've seen and what we've heard and where we've been. I mean, we've been down that rabbit hole somewhere. You guys, I haven't gone all the way down like you have. And that stuff is pretty bad. So I want it to come out and be done with already too. Like, yeah, because as I
it,
know,
it got so bad.
it's bad.
Um, some of the things that I know are so incredibly bad that I literally have to stop for
Mhm.
days.
Yeah.
I can't think, or I just couldn't survive. I
One
wouldn't
of
be
the
able to.
worst things was Anthony Weiner's laptop thing. Some of that stuff. That was bad. Now my kids showed me that stuff. And then
Yeah.
it disappeared. And then it disappeared, you know. So
Oh, she's feeding her birds. Hi, Inhuman. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
some of that stuff was pretty bad.
Darian showed it to you?
Yeah. Yeah.
You see,
And if he had,
I personally know something about Wiener's laptop, and I will not share it out of
mm,
respect
God.
for the police officers.
Mhm.
But do know that 9 out of 12 of them that saw the laptop died,
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna hurt everybody when they figure it out.
Um, let's see.
It's the other one. See, so I have to believe that it's not only one man trying to take these people down. There's got to be more than one. So it's got to be an army of people saying, "Hey, enough is enough, you pigs. You can't do this crap no more. We're going to take you out." And I think like you said, and like you've been telling me, I think that that maybe Donald Trump was asked to be the head
You're
leader
getting it? You're
of all
feeling it?
this. Well, I mean, you have to, yeah, you have to believe in your heart that there's not only one man fighting against the whole fucking world. That's just wrong. It's not just one man. It's a whole army of men fighting
Right.
these nasty people, and
It can,
they
there's
have the
no
media.
way. And people are, I love everybody. I really do. But
I do
you
too.
have to see
Hmm.
that there is no way any of this could happen
It's just too ugly to happen
without some sort of
willy-nilly.
guidance, because
Without, yeah, help, without help.
humanity would be destroyed.
Right,
There has not been any formal use of the Constitution
right.
since, well, you were talking about Nixon last time.
And I really believe that Nixon was a good man, and
Yeah, I do too.
they used the media to make him bad, and
He
that's what I
tried,
believe. Because
yes, they,
I never saw anything bad that he did, but everybody just kept saying, "No, no, no, he was bad. No, no, he
no, he
was bad.
wasn't.
He was bad. No, Joe, he was bad. Okay, you're right, guys. He was
They
bad.
set him
Wait a
up
minute.
with Deep
Yeah,
Throat and all that. It was a setup.
yeah,
And
total.
who figured
Total.
out Deep Throat? Weren't it two media guys? Am I
Mm,
right?
yes, yes, it was.
It was
Yes,
media. How well paid were they? And then they wrote books on it and well known, and they're still known to today.
right.
Not
To
that I
the
know their
winner,
names, but
to the winner goes the spoils of the
correct.
story.
Oh, there you go. Right.
Mhm.
Nixon was a good guy.
I
There
believe
was
he was.
something that he tried to do.
He got caught trying to tape them, trying to hurt when doing their thing to him.
Right.
He was taping them, and they caught him doing it, and that's what the Nixon tapes
If the
were.
president of the United States had control and he was taping them, they would be like, okay, because he is the president of the United States. So obviously he didn't have control.
Exactly.
The NSA,
Hmm.
I've said before, has been on a good side, or at least part of the NSA had good people working. They had, that's the National Security Agency, right? Is that what it is? National
Yeah.
Security Agency. I'm saying that because Sarah's from Australia. What does she know?
See, I see, Carolyn. I'm not the only one. See, Ridgeview. He liked Nixon too. See, I knew it, man. I knew I wasn't the only one.
Well, there's obviously it was always rigged because even
Hmm.
gosh, I don't remember the president. You see, we go on to subjects that we can't assume we're going to look up to know to look up, right? But there was back when, was it Truman? They said they printed it in the paper that somebody was going to win
Yeah.
prior, and then he lost, and Truman won. Who was it? Who was against Truman? Joe,
Who ran
no?
against Truman? I don't
Yeah.
know. Look,
Well, I think it was against Truman. Well, it doesn't matter. The fact is that it's happened, and I know it's happened because you see it on all these shows and you read enough about it that it's been happening for so long. I mean, Dana shared a post today from Clapper, which I don't know if it's a new platform or whatnot, but this guy was great. He was like, listen, the NSA, like I said, the NSA is at least good since 2001, or had a department in the NSA that was working for the Kennedys and for the Nixons and for the people of America. That he was saying that they found out in 15 years that they stole trillions,
mhm.
hundreds, like 100 trillion from Wall Street. Who? Who, Joe? Who stole 100 trillion from Wall Street?
Oh,
The cabal, the
who else could it be?
pedophile satanic ring that people, come on, they're real.
You know what? When I was young, there was my dad. My dad was saying he would tell there was this place that was, I don't know, it was a little bit away from our
He was
house, I
forced
guess.
to, Dana.
But
Yeah,
we walked by, we would drive by it. My dad said, "You stay away from that building right there. That is a devil worshiping place right there. Stay away." So we
right.
always stayed away. But see, but even back then, this was what, in the early 70s, that the devil worshiping was around then,
Yeah,
so they were doing it then too.
60s,
Yeah,
70s.
yeah, been
That's all
around for
they did. Nothing
50s,
has changed.
50s, 40s. Yeah.
You think of Hunter Biden, that
Mhm.
has been these people. I mean, because you have to be so messed up to be able to hurt and kill other people.
Yeah,
Believe me, I mean,
yeah, really, you do.
look at what Dana's saying. Go and read the comments, please.
Oh,
And let me explain. You just read it for a second to yourself
remove
and
us from the gold standard to, because they probably made him,
you got to
Dana.
read it out loud, babe.
Why did Nixon move us from the gold standard to fiat currency?
They made him,
Exactly.
right?
They
Is that
made
what
him.
you're thinking, Dana?
The
Next
cabal
time,
made him.
Dana, you could, huh?
He's the cabal made him. That's what I think.
Dana needs to come on and explain some stuff.
Yeah. Okay,
But
we
they've
have
always been in
trust.
control. That's what I'm saying. Since Washington, I've said this in the last live, I think,
Yeah.
or prior. Since
Yeah.
Washington, they have had control. We have never had
And this
true
goes
use of the Constitution because they made amendments, people.
right. And listen to this. He said, and then he said that, just like you said earlier today to me, they have trusts on us, each and every one of us, and they
Right, the
sell us
bonds,
on the
right.
stock exchange because
Correct.
we're worth money to them.
Money, right.
Yeah.
Right. That's correct.
Yeah.
That is
They
correct.
sell us.
We're
They
worth
think we're their
250.
slave.
When I was teaching sovereignty, which was, yeah, I don't know,
Excuse
six,
me.
seven
Sorry.
years ago, we were worth 250,000. We must have
Yes.
gone up in price.
Yes, Dan,
Like
it goes
everything
back
else.
1871. Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Let me think. There was see, I don't know. I'm gonna get into trouble. Gonna get into trouble saying some of the stuff, guys, but let's do it. Have you ever
Dude,
heard of Plum Island?
Plum Island.
Yeah, you see, I watch a bunch of different things, and I
Well,
God,
I
it's so
don't think
great to
I
be
know
funny.
that.
Okay, you know Fort Detrick.
Fort Detrick. No.
Mhm. Isn't it Fort Detrick?
Yeah.
Let's look her up. No, no.
Great.
Well,
Yep.
is
See,
anybody
look,
saying it
everybody's
right?
on the same page pretty much, man. We all know now we need to use these platforms and spread what we know all over the place
Yeah,
so
Fort.
everybody starts saying, hey, wait a minute, let's because see, that was their mistake. Their mistake was educating the masses, by starting the school systems and whatnot and saying, hey, let's train everybody. Fort Detrick is in Frederick, Maryland.
Yes, I know. See,
Okay.
now I understand. And where is, okay, I'm going to explain something really quick. I love running into, I run into conspiracies and then I run back.
Yeah, there's so many
Now I get
conspiracies
it.
that are
Okay,
out there.
so that's
Yeah.
why he said the Long Island Sound. Okay, so Fort Detrick is in Maryland.
Mhm.
Plum Island was in New York. Shoot. And Montauk is in New York. And
Well,
there's a
yes, I
reason.
heard of that place.
Hmm.
That's supposed to have been some bad place. It turned
Well,
bad. It was a good place in the beginning, but then it turned bad, from what I understand.
let me
I don't
start
know.
by
I don't know
saying,
anything
okay,
about it.
Operation Paperclip.
Mhm.
Operation Paperclip is when we, the cabal over here in America, asked the Nazi sciences and I think engineers and technicians, certain people, if they come over and help us build a laboratory that they already had. The Germans already had created a bio laboratory, let's call it that, a geneticist place, right? Um, we will forgive all your war crimes. Okay. So many came over. Nazis. Okay.
Oh,
They went to Fort Detrick. They started making
is that where
um
COVID was stored?
let's not skip.
Okay.
Okay. Let me explain very simply. They took one Russian scientist. It was, you know what? They might have been I'm sorry, Russian. Shoot, I just listened to it. It might have been the Russians because Taub, Taulb, I believe his name is. He was like an entomologist and a virus uh, scientist, right? So he came up with making a tick that can hurt. Ticks were never bad. They messed with them to mess with people, mess with our foods, right? So they
Oh,
made a Lyme disease. This guy from Russia, I think he was Russian, so maybe it was the Russian. I wouldn't think there wasn't as many Russians that needed forgiveness for the war over the Germans, but I might be confusing it because this guy Taub started all of it. So around this area where it's the Long Island Sound, that's what they call it. There's Connecticut, Maryland, New York. Okay. So Montauk and Plum Island are New York. These are where and Fort Detrick are places that they do these experimentations. And for a while now, things have been washing ashore. And I remember it. I remember watching the news and seeing that these weird creatures were washing ashore in New York.
Yeah,
And they played around. It's a joke or blah, blah, blah. No, no. They were doing experimentations on these pig, chicken, horses, everything. They did, it came out that they did experimentations on black men, on all our vets, all our vets. How many shots
um,
did you have, Joe, when you had to
yeah,
go
quite a
in?
few.
Yeah,
Quite a
right?
few.
Quite a
Yeah.
freaking few,
Yeah, it
no doubt.
was it was pretty bad. There was some guys that got really, really sick from all the shots. But I guess there were some people that it didn't phase too much. I was
Like I
one of the
said, people have
ones.
different allergies to different
Yeah,
things.
I was one of the ones that was that it didn't affect that
But how
much.
many do you think in general? How many do you think you had? How many did they
Probably
give you?
close to about 25. I mean, and they gave well in one shot, they gave a lot of it in one shot,
That's
and that
fine.
was
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
the bad one. And then they gave us a couple of more after that. So
They
they
have
would
been
mix.
messing with genetics,
Yeah,
messing with our soldiers, messing with our foods, messing with humanity for a very long time.
yeah,
Now, you could call them Nazis, you could call them Zionists, you could call them Jesuits, you could whatever the hell you want to call them, the cabal, the Illuminati.
yeah,
That's what the guy's shirt was wearing. He wore a shirt saying Illuminati.
yeah,
Y
yeah,
Files, people, Y
yeah.
Files. Excellent guy. Forgot his name. Only caught him a couple of times, but he's crazy great. He was going over what I'm telling you now. I always wondered about this because they right away, oh, it's fake. And Geraldo, I followed Geraldo for a little bit because he uncovered the where I went to school, the Willowbrook. Children, the children,
Yeah,
what they did to children and what you didn't see.
yeah.
In art, we have something called negative space, right? So you look at the triangle or the shape of something. It's so hard on mine. Mine is
Yes,
so
sir.
simple. But you can look at the negative shape, and we have to
Yeah,
look at the negative, the stuff we're not seeing. You have to
right,
pretend.
right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Am I
I
making
do.
sense? I hate
Yes, you
thinking
are.
artsy, but sometimes that's the way you got to do it. You got to think of the things you're not seeing, and why isn't stuff making sense? It did to those children. It's going to break people's hearts. All right, you go on, read some of the comments.
How do you spell that? Dr. Moreau? Moreau. Yeah, it was the island of Dr. Moreau, Sarah. She asked, wasn't there a movie with uh, Val Kilmer about an island where they did experimentations with animals? That was the island of Dr. Moreau, right?
That's not
Yeah,
the movie. No, it's not.
that wasn't.
Like something
Good point.
Island,
Yeah.
Scatter Island or something Island. It was Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah. Why aren't you working? Mhm. Hold on. Anybody else? I mean, is there people saying I'd love for you to like read a comment or two if there's anything good.
The island of Dr.
Sure, there's
Monroe.
good. Hmm?
Right, I thought it was Moreau, though.
I'm looking it up. Just ask
Yeah. No,
Shutter
that's
Island.
it.
Shutter Island. It is. It's Shutter Island, Joe.
But the movie,
Plum Island has a
I'm
lab
talking
for
about the
tests.
movie. I'm not talking about the actual place. The actual place was Shutter Island, wasn't it?
I don't know. Why aren't you reading there? Because I'd rather
Like the king's picture in the mirror.
Lyme disease, right, right. Off the coast of Long Island, correct. Right. And there's a reason why um Hunter Biden has a beautiful tattoo of the Finger Lakes on his back. There's no I mean, you want me to
Oh,
go and search for it? You guys know it. You
no.
guys know it. Why do you think they were able to do things, bad things, and get away with it? There are pictures with Hunter with little. Listen, what were you saying about January 6th earlier, Joe, anyhow?
Uh, January 6th.
You said that they were trying to entrap Trump, something
Yeah.
to that effect. You were like it was, because Trump said that he would send the
It,
National Guard,
yeah, it always
and
comes back. Yeah, um they're s- they're saying that the Republicans are saying that they destroyed evidence that would make President Trump innocent. But I think we all know that they did, don't
people,
we?
these
I mean,
boxes.
he offered to send the the National Guard, and they destroyed that evidence. You see what I'm
Okay,
saying? That's what I was saying earlier.
evidence does not. I know that you guys find it fascinating about these boxes in Trump's house and boxes in Biden's where was it, his garage?
Yeah,
What who uses those are cold files. Cold files. Do you understand that who uses that shit?
right.
Everything is on a little tiny hard drive or your computer or a laptop.
Yeah,
Nobody uses paper anymore. I mean, when they do, it gets filed and put away, but it's more important that it's on the computer. Come on, people. Why the fuck would they go to Trump? Why would they go to Mar-a-Lago? To look for boxes
yeah,
of hidden information in our age? Really got to wake up. We're so waiting. We're waiting for more people because we can't do this without more people waking up. And
right,
that means the big guys.
right,
Like I'm hoping Tucker Carlson is awake. I don't know. I don't know how much this guy knows or if it's even him. That's how bad it is. We
right, right. It's
you can
bad.
name an
It.
old broadcaster, an old TV reporter, an old journalist, and you don't know if they were good or bad. But I'll tell you something. It's probably at least three-fourths, three-fourths of every
Yeah,
government,
yeah,
every yeah,
or more,
every
or more.
or more. Yeah, they almost had us this time. And if you think that Trump going around asking for your vote was going to cure what the hell was going on, then you really need to be smacked.
That's right.
There's a reason, there's a reason they're letting me tell you guys this. And I don't speak so eloquently like some of the people I listen to. They're so beautiful and eloquent and they explain it so well. And I'm like, fuck you. Wake up. Like it's like, come on. It cannot be real. Nobody is following the Constitution at the moment. At
Nobody,
least they used to pretend
nobody.
that they did.
Mhm.
I mean, when they got sworn in on, like, I don't know what they were using to swear in to Congress, but it wasn't the Bible. It was like some tranny book or something. It was really to wake most people up because a
Yeah,
lot of things were handled, not everything. Now, now is the time, my friends. I have to get much more serious. I'm trying to get more friends like Dana I invited to come on. This is not going to be a long live, Dana, so I think the next time we'll do this, I'm not even sure. We'll probably do one before
yeah.
Sunday.
Dana could come in there. That would be good.
I'd love Dana. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You can come in and
I think for the
talk.
most part,
All you
Dana and
guys
I
come
are
in.
on the same level,
Yeah, all of them
but
come in and talk.
he'd be much better at
Mhm.
teaching. I'm a teacher, but I can write. Can't
Yeah, we
talk.
all need to be teachers. We all need to teach each other
Yes,
how to teach.
right.
Because I'm not all that great of a teacher, maybe I don't know. So hey, give me some pointers. I could use them.
Yeah, but
I'm willing to listen.
that's the thing.
And
You need to have people willing to, and there are people willing to listen.
yeah, um,
There's this thing, I think it's called cognitive dissonance.
mhm.
Cognitive dissonance. In a short way, I mean, you could go and look it up. There's probably a ton of definitions, but the best way to describe it is um, you're doing something you know is bad, but you still do it. That would be a smoker, right? Smoke. When I used to smoke cigarettes, I know. Oh God, I hate them. They're so terrible. Blah blah blah. I really, if I hated
That's how I
anything
did it
ever in my
too.
life, it was cigarettes.
Yep, me
I,
too. Me too.
ugh,
Me too.
damn,
I'm
right?
glad you quit. I am so
Well,
happy.
why am I giving money to the cabal? Basically, it was what it
Thank you.
comes down to. I'll kill
Exactly.
myself while giving money to the cabal.
Right. That makes sense.
Right. So I did it again. We wandered off. What was I talking about? No, no. Well, that's why we quit, but
Yeah.
oh, fudge.
Oh, we always do
Tucker's been broadcasting from his place in Maine after Fox News.
that.
I
Yeah.
thought he was in Florida. He's in Maine? The
Well,
hell?
he's that Ridgeview's neighbor, so there you go.
Uh,
Hell, who knows where these people
Probably
live? He
Robert De
probably's got a
Niro.
house down there too. I mean, all these people got houses all over the places. So people will never understand and be willing to move to an honest perspective of what's occurring in the world, and those people will be left behind.
Hey,
Just like we've
Kenny's
been
picture
telling,
shows.
I'm not going to be left behind because I got an open mind. I don't care what anybody says. I do. I have a very
Oh
open.
no, I'm gonna make sure everybody I know ascends. But some
I
people will never understand and be willing to move to an
in
honest
Florida and
perspective
Maine.
of what's occurring in the world, and those people will be left behind. Well, yeah, yeah,
Right
I
on,
think they were
guys.
predicting like 20% of the people would just not get it, but
Right.
I'm beginning to think it's going to be a lot more,
Yeah, I think
or it's
so
going
too.
to take a bunch of more
And there's going to be some that are going
people
to
in their
refuse.
lifetime. It wouldn't be enough, huh?
There's going to be some that are going to refuse it too. We already
Right.
know.
But the good thing is when the new generations are just going to grow in with it. It's going to go right. I mean, it's going to be harder to refuse when, like, say, JFK Jr. comes walking out. It's going to be harder to refuse when the med beds come out and people understand holistics better
Mm.
and the body and the mind. And okay, you know what? You were talking about the pyramids. I don't want to get into the pyramids right now, but you kind of said something, and I
Did
forgot to mention it about the frequencies, right?
right. That's
It's
the
not the
part.
pyramids that were destroying our frequencies. Yes, we do have a frequency. Our best frequency was turned off.
Mm.
It has now been, I believe, turned back on, which it will have, we'll be able to, let's put like a Elon Musk kind of Tesla thing into it. Like we're going to be able to be one with electricity, perhaps, be one with each other. We're going, we are conductive ourselves. Okay. Gold is very conductive. That's why they want it so bad. And also it's a pollution killer. But we have iron and certain minerals in our bodies too, right? So it
Mhm.
kind of makes sense when they say, oh, we're on the same wavelength. Well, yeah, we're on the same frequency. There is a frequency to us, and they had controlled it. This is part of the matrix, people. You don't believe in a matrix, but this is part of it. Numbers again, right? I'm not sure, it might be 432, 430 megahertz or something, and they
Hmm.
fucked us up. I can't remember the details, but that is what it comes down to. They messed with our frequencies. Now imagine they might have turned it up a little, but I can't imagine them turning it up all the way, or else people would just go freaking nuts. They wouldn't
Well, I'm
understand the concept.
already nuts, so
I know
there's
that's why it helps us to be a little crazy.
that.
What are they saying in the chat, Joe? Your turn.
Tucker Carlson has a place both in Florida and Maine.
Yeah,
And Ridgeview looks forward to all those things too, Carolyn. He believes like you do.
good. Oh,
Unfortunately, larger
thank you, thank you,
quantities.
thank you. There's a lot of us. There is a lot of
It,
us. But we all have to find groups,
yeah,
small or big. You
yeah.
have to you have to get, because the only way to teach each other is we all have little bits of information, different information. We have to be a collective mind, a
Yeah.
hive mind. I sound so Doctor Who and so Oregon.
Dana says it'll take multi generations to teach the world the truth. Because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to say, "No
Mhm.
way, that couldn't be the
I
truth."
don't know about that. You look at someone like Joe's son.
Yeah,
He's
Darian.
21 years old, and
Yeah. Well,
anything
he
that I
just
say to
gets
him
it.
like that, he'll have
He
an
just
opinion and
gets
be
it.
like, "Yeah, he's a smart kid." No, I don't think so. I think because it's going to be paradise. You know, you once you start telling people, hey, when Trump gets in and Sarah goes, yeah, you might not be able to teach an old dog new tricks, but nobody says no to money. No,
Right.
nobody that's why I always say if you're going to teach people, teach them about the money first. And then there are going to be, it is kind of like moving on to heaven. There are going to be poisons that
Mhm.
disappear off the face of the earth. Roses won't have thorns. Snakes can't hurt us. That's really, I guess, for the more open-minded people, is supposed to be like nothing can hurt us in that kind of sense. And we will live longer, maybe as old as Bones, because he made it to Star Trek Next Generation. Sorry, I always have to throw it. Oh, you got that one, huh?
Yes.
So did James. I was building starship engines when you were just in diapers. I'm sorry, I used to love him. He's in space now. See, I feel really bad for people that just didn't make it to this time, but there's a reason. It's cleansing. There's I keep forgetting what's the name of that movie? Purge.
Yeah,
Hi, Lucille. The
that's my
earth is
wife.
being purged, and there's nothing we can really do about it. There's nothing we can pray. You could pray. And there are people, now listen, when you pray, you're also praying to the white hats.
Hmm.
God is always above, but the white hats hear you. They do. Dana, I bet you're going through it, Dana. I bet Dana has, there are different levels. I mean, it's really crazy what's happening in my life. You will be more tired. If you're waking up, you will be more tired. It is very hard to get through. And that's why they had to have Trump know earlier. He had to go through things himself physically to be
Yeah,
able to do what he has been doing for the last 7, 8 years.
hard to eat.
I used to think there's more, and I still think there is more than a couple Trumps because of the suits, because of the hair, because of the, yeah, there's tells.
Color of the skin.
There's tells, definitely, yeah. I mean, how does he go to orange to not orange? That's another thing. Orange, right? They always call him the orange man. Well, I mean, nowadays it's different, but since I can remember, there was three types of gold. Remember I was telling you this, Joe?
Hmm.
There were three
I
types of
do.
gold. Gold, there's white gold, and there's rose gold. Now, when you mix rose, like a red, right, and a yellow, gold together, you will get an orangey color. Red and yellow make an orange. I know it's rose and a bright yellow gold, but it's possible he's ingesting gold. I have had that in my head for so long now. I don't even know where it came from, but I know gold is powerful.
Yeah.
It's it's what they want for a reason. There's a lot of uses for it. It's a very heavy, adaptable, um, abundant conductor. We have a lot of it, it's just not in the right hands.
Right.
They've been mining gold for 200,000 years prior to us. We're about 200,000 years old. There are some things that are true. Um, from what I gather, we're about 200,000 years old, but we were dumber earlier. We were dumber.
Yeah. We were. But they decided that they would educate us, and we went above and beyond their education goals, and that scared them. And look now, look what they did.
You see it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, I was doing the for view.
Yeah.
I can't do it with my right hand, ironically, but I could do it. And I'm a righty. Well, I'm very ambidextrous. I'm sorry, I wasn't hearing what you were saying.
So, geez.
Stop mumbling.
Well, I already jumped past that. Sorry.
We're worth far more than we know. Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. Okay, so I've said this before, like they had no imagination.
Right.
They they were very dull. They're just evil creatures that wanted to survive. They were evil to each other, they're evil to humanity, they're just evil creatures. And they they could not figure out how to keep us like in slavery. They actually used our ideas
Hmm.
to keep us in slavery. We were watching the other day, Joe, one of the haunted extreme
Well, it's
ghost
really
stories.
haunted
This is a
ones. Yeah.
British old
Yeah.
show
Hmm.
and older at
Yeah.
least. I'm
That's
not even
crazy.
sure. At least it seems like it is, yeah. But remember, she even said that her house in Britain, it was a pillory. I want to say it was a pillory. And she said that it had a tunnel that went to the water forts of Scots or something. And this is what I'm trying to talk. There are tunnels all over. There's some in our history books, right? We got the tunnels that used to help us with the blacks, and you got the tunnels that used to help us with the Jews in Germany, and but no, no. And they used to say, oh, there are tunnels in these castles and stuff for emergencies and to hide. And probably, I mean, some of this is true, but the amount of tunnels is sickening. There are water tunnels. I'm positive there are water tunnels um, with trains, with very speedy, some kind of vehicle. Joe's tired, aren't you, Joe?
Hmm. Yes, I am tired. Yes, I'm tired. I am. Yeah.
You had to be. You drove half the day and worked on your day off. It's been a
Yeah.
long day.
Yeah. I
No,
had a
no,
big,
no,
busy.
we weren't. Aliens mine gold. No, the aliens, you're right. The Anunnaki, right? Um, the Anunnaki's planet Nimbu, okay? They had so much pollution that they looked for millennia to find a planet rich in gold as Earth, right? So they finally, I think Anu, the sun, I've said similar stories before, found our planet Earth and they already had slaves to come mine for them the gold, because the gold would cure their pollution in their planet, Nimbu. But it needed tons and tons and tons. I mean, I don't know, hundreds and thousands of tons of gold, to even make a dent. The same white hats are paying for them for using us. Okay, so their first slaves, who they've had as slaves on their planet, when they came here, they fought back and they were kind of winning. So they became more even with the Anunnaki. Okay. And then the Anunnaki started playing with genetics, with their own genetics. We are part Anunnaki. And came up with humanity after a while. A very dumbed down humanity. We were very dumb. And we were the ones that were mining the gold
Right.
after that. Yes. For the aliens. They weren't doing it. They had us as slaves. Right? What is Dana saying?
Great point. Their technology was far beyond ours. They had free electricity. Look at the old world fairs. Huh?
So you're talking about the Tartarian, Dana? The Nephilim, the Tartarian. Oh yeah, I believe in that. I can't skip around. I can't teach everything at once. They did exist. They're the ones that did the pyramids for sure. I said this before, there's no physics professor that's going to come at me and say it could have been done by Jews or any other slaves. Sorry, no. Um, the Nephilim, Goliath was, he was pretty big, I think. I think the giants we had giants from 12 to 15 feet. See, these are the ones, um, I believe, that were enslaved by the Anunnaki at first.
Well, in the Bible says that there was giants,
Right.
right?
But the Bible doesn't go further back. That's the
No,
problem.
it
They
doesn't.
allowed Noah to live. Right.
They only say one.
They gave Noah all the animals to live. While Nimbu came back around to Earth. So this is like 2000 something years ago, right? Um, so Anu left the planet with all the other Anunnaki, but he fell in love with a human and he had children with this human. So he decided to let Noah live and gave him the ark, told him to prepare, had the animals. So that civilization, I mean, that story, unbeknownst to me, is all over the place. They say it differently, but you have it in the Mayan, the Peruvians, the southern France, the Egyptians. It's like all over. So, or maybe it's the Turkish. I don't know. It's still all over the place. They all have about the great meteor shower and flooding. And it's believed that Nimbu came back around after 3,600 years. And that is when it gets so close to the Earth, sometimes it's far in orbit and sometimes it's closer to the Earth. And when it's closer to the Earth, obviously it's going to create things like earthquakes and meteor showers and floods and tsunamis. And that's what happened. I mean, it seems like the story is pieced together a little bit, at least for me. I'm not sure. Hey, I can't be 100% right all the time, but to me it seems right. The Book of Enoch talks about giants among other beings, yes.
Right.
So
Hmm.
what was I want to look something up here. You talk, Joe. Go on.
You want me to talk? Oh, I'm so tired, guys.
Well, just
So let's see. What's everybody saying?
yeah. Enoch is a biblical figure and patriarch prior
Yeah.
to Noah's flood and the son of Jared and the father of
Well, They keep talking about the big people, right? How big they were. But there's stories about little people too. So
What are you
where are
talking
those
about?
people? Did those people move underground? The little tiny people?
Dwarfs,
Well,
midgets,
maybe, maybe. But
the
I
height
kind of believe that
compared.
Gulliver's Travel was might be real.
Ah, so you mean people in their full form, but smaller.
Yeah.
Well, that's how the reptilians were. The reptilians are in full size, whatever height they are. The reptilians are the lizard people, the dragon reptilians, they call them. I call them iguanas because I think it's funny. Um, the real. The main reason for Jewish rejection of the book is that it is inconsistent with the teachings of the Torah. It's very interesting. Our books all connect.
Yeah. What if he was a giant? Who knows?
Giants are a product of the Watchers, fallen angels having relations with human women. Well, um, what you call fallen angels are actually the white hats. They're aliens. Archangel Michael, Archangel Anthony, they are aliens. And they are in communicato with us. They are. So they're the wrong aliens though, because I think those are, I'm not sure. I'm not sure which aliens they refer to as. There are aliens from planets of beautiful existing temperatures. The temperatures never change, and they're mostly water creatures, but they can live on the land. I've heard I've some of these wonderful, beautiful, amazing places, and they still find Earth to be absolutely gorgeous, but we just don't see it anymore. We're blinded to the beauty.
We know Nancy Pelosi's reptilian form is the snake. I just thought I'd put that there.
For people that believe in the Vatican,
No,
just Google it, the inside
yeah,
of the
I see.
Vatican.
That
The
bothers me.
actual,
It
hmm?
bothers me real bad because my family is real hardcore Catholic, especially when I
It
get
has nothing
weekend.
to do with these evil people.
I know it doesn't, but it's
You can't
but
connect the
it's hard
two.
to believe that that stuff really happens,
Well,
man, in
the
religion.
Knights Templar went and destroyed the Vatican,
Yeah.
and they took charge. There are things in the Vatican that people have not seen for centuries. It's disturbing.
It's
I
very
honestly
disturbing.
doubt that I was seeing the real Mona Lisa when I was in Paris, because somebody else probably had it.
Mhm.
That's how bad it is. Everything is a secret. Everything. Everything is a lie. Everything, everything, everything. And I'm so glad that so many of you agree. There
Yeah, no
are a
kidding,
bunch
man.
out there.
Need to be by
There are
myself.
definitely reptilians living amongst us. What they do, okay, let's go for this. The Black Eye Club. Dana,
Yeah.
I'm sure you know this. So what they say is that these reptilians have these little um I don't know, chips, triangular chips, whatever they come off their heads. And I think their body dies, but they can go into a human. And the usual way they go into the human is through the eye, hence the Black Eye Club. So when I tell you a lot of these actors were gone and stuff, they were probably even gone before they were gone because they were probably, a lot of them were lizards. That's the conspiracy. It's very odd about the Black Eye Club because they all look the same, and the eye thing is part of the Illuminati um, signs. And if you actually look it up and the Red Shoe Club, there's just something to it. there are no coincidences anymore. How we doing
They
here?
not. They not. Yeah, we've seen people that come up with the black eye club. I mean, they come up on after they get their black eye, they come out and start talking. You've seen
The
it.
Mo- the Mona Lisa, yes. Da Vinci said that I think Da Vinci had said that it might be a cross between himself and his girlfriend. But I think,
Who, the Mona Lisa?
yeah, there's a ton of different, like I could go through a ton of different things with the Mona Lisa. But to be honest with you, if you put it with the transvestism that's going on today, that they're trying to kick in your face, right? It could be why the Mona Lisa looks kind of strange, female and male. He was trying to warn us. Just like I believe they say that Thomas in the Last Supper is probably Mary or looks like a female, like Mary. Doubting Thomas? I didn't know. Those are all hypotheticals. I'm not sure about. Yes, I've heard of the Black Eye Club. Yes, this chat's getting interesting. Glad I turned in. Yay! Oh, I'm so glad. Well, I can't wait to. I want you guys to come on. Now, if you're afraid to go live like we are, I will do a recording
Hmm,
and I will trim and edit it so you don't have to worry about anything. I won't make you look stupid.
yeah, that's
Some
right.
people I make look stupid. No, I'm
Like
kidding.
me. There's no.
No,
I
you
just,
do that already
I'm
by
just,
yourself, Joe.
yeah. Thank you. See,
I'm
can't wait
so
for
glad. I'm
losing
so
over
glad.
here, guys. No,
Yeah. So
it's not. Yeah, it's good.
even the Queen had a black eye.
Yep,
Even Queen
she did.
Elizabeth. She
Yeah,
had
she
that.
did.
She was an awful looking monger. There was something not quite right. There's not. And Robin Williams, again, he made a joke about it. He said something like,
With
and
a black eye.
I
Something
will even
about a
tell
black
you, I
eye.
believe it was in the Met, Robin Williams live at the Met. He said, does it look like someone in the royal family knew someone in the royal family, meaning that they slept together? He said it, man, on stage. It was something to that effect.
Hmm.
I'm usually good with the jokes, but that didn't click to me as a joke.
Right.
Oh, jokes I can remember. That didn't click to me as a joke. It doesn't. Like half the shit he used to say. But this is the thing. The music, the arts, the entertainment, it's supposed to be like their little game was how well can we rub it in their faces? How well can we just put it right in front of them without them ever knowing what we're actually talking about? They had a little game,
Well, that's what they were
right?
doing to us, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Until we started opening our eyes.
Well, till Trump. Yeah.
Right.
Well, there were a
Well,
bunch of us. Like I said, I was born with this.
yeah.
I always knew something was wrong. My life led down this
True.
path. I have no control. I was
Not,
meant to do
yeah.
this.
Uh,
My whole life was set up. I'm living because of this. I really believe that. I 100% believe I found my calling. I'm still an artist, but I 100% believe that this is what I'm supposed to do. And I think Dana feels the same way. Unhuman feels, Sarah feels the same way. I'm hoping Ridgeview and what's his name? Viva Savage. Um, there's a bunch of people too in the community that I know
hmm.
are
Mhm.
when when we get our time straight and stuff to be able to do this, we could post it and because I have a feeling people would love to do it. I want to have more of you in. I mean, there's no point in just listening to me when others have equal or better information, even. I mean, there's so much to talk about. It doesn't end.
Right.
It's really, I mean, right? We've talked about so much shit already. Um,
It's a crazy life, crazy world.
what about what is it called? The HCL? No,
It's
HLC? The colander,
what?
the Black Mass, the colander.
I don't know.
You remember we were looking it up and it was you said they were using it to study Black Mass. That's the thing that I think is creating the earthquakes.
Oh, that kind. Oh, okay. The black magic, you mean? Are you talking about the black magic that they're doing?
Not black magic. Why would you say black magic?
Black man, I don't know what you're talking about. Black mass.
The
What's wrong with you?
colander, Joe, we went over this before.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank and I apologize
Yeah,
for
it's
that.
right. It's right. Um, See if anybody in the Hadron colander.
Oh, Hadron Collider. Yeah, the
Had
collider.
Hadron.
Yeah, the collider. It's a collider. Hadron Collider. Yeah, it's actually underground too.
Why don't I call things by its name? CERN. That's how I knew it as.
CERN. Yeah.
Okay, the large. How do you say it? Hadron? Hadron?
Collider.
Collide.
Hadron Collider.
Hadron.
Hadron Collider. Yeah, they're doing that, and then they got that thing down in the ice. It's some kind of weapon that's got pinpoint accuracy with a laser.
Right. Well, you said that was in Antarctic. Maybe
Yeah, that's
Dana
in it
knows
down
more
in
on that.
Antarctica. Well, you got all this stuff around the world that's kind of shaking the world. And what I don't get is that the laser that they had on one of them bombers or whatever, actually they said it fell off or something. God, I wish I would have read that story and I didn't, but they said that one of them fell off. I mean, that's another story about Boeing and their and all the crappy workmanship that they've got going on with that company. All of a sudden, why
Right.
is all this all because it's all
Because the
they're trying to make
3D
they're trying
world
to make
is
everything global. They're trying to make the economy global.
no, well, they already did with
Yeah,
Bitcoin and stuff. It's already been done.
yeah, pretty much. So
So but what
we get
they were
crappy
using it
products.
for is what was bad.
So we're
You
gonna
know, they
get
stole
crappy products.
trillions from Wall Street to put in their own pockets to use for whatever they wanted to use it for.
Right, right.
You asked about COVID. I think I
That
don't know why
and in
I
that
just
Frederick's place.
what?
In that Frederick's place. Is that where that was at?
The oh Fort Detrick?
Yes. Yeah. Where they built
See,
that lab.
I would, I'm not sure, but I would imagine that is where it came from. Now, we must have had some good people in the CDC because the CDC said no, we're not going to fuck around with COVID. It makes sense. Let me think. They did the swine flu. They
Mhm.
specialized in the swine flu and foot and mouth disease. Um, Plum Island and all and Fort Detrick. And they had a bunch of other scientists too, but that was their main thing. I wonder if they did that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A lot of the things they do is just against humanity, it seems.
Well, yeah,
Anything to hurt
that's
us.
why he wrote the bill, Crimes Against Humanity.
Mhm.
It is a global crime. It's
Right.
global. Not
It
one
is.
nation can
Yeah,
do
I
this
know it
alone.
is.
So the
Yeah.
COVID thing was in the hands of the CDC. There must have been good people. And during Obama's time, they said, no, we're not going to mess with this shit. So Obama went and sold it to China, and that's what happened. But China was supposed to become the global.
Yeah. Obama was a bad man. He was bad.
Like I said, I think he was Bin Laden for a while. I
Could
think
be.
a few people were. Yeah, I don't think there was a real Bin Laden because it's easier to
All
make
right,
up.
Dana. Dana has to go.
All right, Dana, thanks. I'll let you know, Dana, next time you
Bye.
have to come on
Yeah,
because he's
please do.
fantastic. He knows his shit. He
Yeah,
does. And he's a better teacher. Calm and
yeah.
cool,
Better than
collected.
us, that's for sure.
Oh,
But I say we all got to teach everybody how to teach everybody.
Yahuwah is God and Yahshua is Jesus, correct?
Mhm.
Um, although I don't think they spell it like that, but he is right. I'm not sure if I'm not sure where Jesus came from, because it should be Yahshua. Well, I'm gonna have to figure that out. I think I've done some research on it, and I just don't remember it off the top of my head. Wow. I don't remember something. All right, let's see. What does review say? R.I.P. Robin. Absolutely. He was. Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting. They're still seeing us like 5 or 10, 15, 20 seconds behind. I keep forgetting that. Okay. Would it be possible at Warrior Cat and Joseph if I could correspond via messages, email? I am not good with all talking. I love to write though. I love research too.
We
Dude,
like people like you, so yeah,
whatever.
any way you want, brother.
You want to be in the chat? You want to stay where you are? You want to talk to us? If you're in Facebook, if you're on Facebook Messenger, we have a group called Mega Funk, MAGA
Okay.
space Funk,
Mhm. Mhm.
FUNK.
Come
I
and
have
join.
Women Warriors, Trump's Women Warriors in Facebook, and I also have we have what the hell
Conspiracy
is the
theory.
other one called? Conspiracy Mega Conspiracies in Q, I think. That's the one that I'm gonna try to keep open for the conspiracies.
It is called
Mega
Conspiracies and MAGA Q.
Really?
That's how you put.
You
That's
didn't
how
put
you
MAGA
have it.
first, huh?
Yeah, Conspiracies and MAGA Q. So yeah, come and join. Come on.
Yeah, wherever. That's right, MAGA Funk.
Yep, MAGA Funk. Yep,
Or you can
two
always
words.
find
It's
me.
2 words. It's 2 words. MAGA Funk is 2 words. So
I'm
just so you know.
Carolyn Divers.
Yeah.
Divers, like a diving divers. Yes.
And it looks like you got my name.
Hmm?
He's
Yeah,
got
I
my
know. So we're on Facebook. We're on, what else are we on? That's it, right? Gab.
yeah.
I don't think you're
I'm
on
not
Gab.
on. I don't do that
I have
much
a
on
couple
the
old
other
friends on there.
ones. I
I
don't
should.
do that much on the other ones. We got YouTube.
Well, that's where he's on now.
Oh, okay. There you go. Ooh.
I'm just messing. All right. I think we did enough. I mean, we explained a
Yeah, we
lot of
did.
shit.
Yeah, it was a good chat.
It was a good chat.
It was a good chat, guys. Thank you,
Um,
man.
I would like to do some a little earlier because I
Yeah.
haven't even eaten yet. You know me, Joe. I haven't eaten all day. Did
Me
you?
either. I didn't eat. I didn't
And
eat
he's
breakfast.
diabetic. He should be eating.
I know I didn't eat breakfast and I didn't eat lunch. I thought I was going to eat lunch when I came back from Santa Fe today, but right when I got back, I had a customer back.
Yes, on Facebook, Ridgeville.
Yep, there you go,
Yours is a
Reggie.
mega Q as in the letter Q,
Yeah, letter
like
Q.
as in
Sorry,
Q.
my bad.
Q is very, very real, people. It's scary real.
Yeah,
I don't know if they started the QAnon or whatever, but Q has existed in the military since I don't know. It's always been around, right?
yeah.
It's been around for like
Q clearance. I I think
I would have to think like 70, 80 years at least, if not 100. I don't
they
know.
started giving Q clearances after I left the
Well, that's what you know of.
fax business. Yeah, because that's how they do it now. They give the service guys Q clearances to go in because we had to go into really high level areas.
I wonder if Q was made by then Kennedy,
Could be, could be
but it just didn't go through until Junior
highest
did.
level, right? Or it's a high
I
level.
thought somebody told us about this and I can't remember. I can't remember when they were created. I thought it was older. I thought it was Vietnam at least, if not the Korean War. I really thought it was older, but then never served. But I do thank everybody that has served. We love you.
Mhm.
Love my vets. My vet friends. One saved me. It's not showing up, Joseph.
I know. I'm gonna go look for him. You know I will. I'm gonna go in there and see if I can find him. I shall find you.
Well, he might not be Ridgeview. How are you gonna find him?
Is that you're not? Is that how you are in
I doubt it.
Facebook, sir?
Just find me, Carolyn. You know what I look like. I'm wearing Sovereign Soul sweatshirt my girlfriend Ann got me. Purple. And I'm just lying there like ah! Because I'm just a weirdo. Um, I have no idea what I was doing in that picture. To be honest. Just happy I had my sweatshirt.
Does he? Do you have Messenger? Because it's in Messenger. Because I don't even find you. You don't come up.
Why would he have the same name, Joe?
Well, what does he have in Facebook?
His
And
real name, probably. What do you
under
have in
also
Facebook?
under Charles Whitman. Okay, Charles.
There's
Maggie
Maggie
Funk.
Funk,
Maggie Fang. No Maggie
Mag,
Funk.
but no
Charles
Maggie Funk.
with him. Charles with him.
We'll try this and then we'll get off. I need, I need, I need to settle down. I could really go on and on. There are just so many. I wish I was better at explaining it. There are people in the military that are out there explaining things.
What's your picture, Charles? Charles with him. What is your picture?
Why don't you say what you're looking at?
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight,
Oh,
nine, 10
Jesus.
Charles Withams.
It might be the same picture he has there. So small.
It's not the same picture because that picture doesn't show up.
What
With
is
that
that?
picture, with that picture, Ridgeview, that's the one you have under Charles Witham.
I grew up in Bay Ridge. Every time I hear Ridgeview, I think we had a Ridgeview diner. Oh no, it was the Bridgeview Diner. I grew up in Bay Ridge, but it was the Bridgeview Diner. Or Bay Ridge. That's where the second,
Saga Funk.
it was like a mile from my house. I got the earthquakes over here. Where I used to live is the Verrazano where the boat stopped before hitting it. I basically, I did, that is so weird. That's where John Travolta was too, in the Saturday Night Fever on that bridge. And I went up that bridge a little bit. I do remember that. I was young and stupid, but kind of weird because I think the governor did that, Newsom, that fake piece of shit. Oh, he's holding his
Yeah,
wife of
it,
48 years.
it doesn't
Oh,
come up.
oh my gosh,
How come it
Pepe.
doesn't come up? How come we can't call him? Or I mean reach him? What the heck's going on?
Let me
What
try.
if I do, you know what I didn't do?
Maine, Norway, Maine. I think I found him right away, Joe,
How come yours pull him up, mine didn't?
because I'm fantastic.
You are fantastic.
I know. 48 years, isn't that beautiful? And that's my sister's middle name. My middle name is Murray. Murray. Charles added a temporary profile picture on my birthday, October 29th, 2020, 4 years ago. I just want to make sure, is that him? Yes. You could have told me, Joe.
Yes.
I just sent you a friend request, darling, and we could take it from there.
Yeah, yeah, she'll handle it. She's better than at it than I, anyways. But I do try.
You're great. I don't know why you didn't get it. I don't know.
No, it's so weird. Usually it comes up right away. In
Would
this
you?
instance, it did not.
Yeah.
I might have to do it. I might have to have done it a different way.
Maybe you have too many Democrats in your friends list.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
Ridgeview is the name of my property here in Maine. Oh, Ridgeview property. That's so cool.
Ridgeview. Nice
It's
place.
just, I
We
went
have
to
a
Maine when I was
Ridgeview
like
here.
8.
Yeah. We have a Ridgeview here, a street called Ridgeview. That's an odd street because it goes, see, everything in Albuquerque is like block, but this street goes across everything. So
You have to, before I forget, you have to email Sarah as well.
I will. I'll
Yeah.
email you, Sarah.
He's been, I mean, he wasn't supposed to work today at all, Sarah. And
No, I wasn't. I just had to. I couldn't pass it
he couldn't give
up.
up
It was a
he couldn't
great
give up the money.
day.
That was you made damn good money this
It
month.
was a
Let's
beautiful
not go
day.
into specifics, Joe, but let's
It was a
all be
beautiful
happy for
day.
Joe.
It was a beautiful
And
day.
Joe and I are buying into Trump stock, by the way. We are.
Yeah,
And we're gonna put a bunch of the kids are going in there too.
yeah. I'm doing it for
I'm
the
getting the
kids.
kids. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna put money in for the kids.
I want to give it to my kids and their kids and whatnot. So
I
I
don't
want
have
to make
kids.
I so want to make sure my kids are okay.
I have really nothing to worry
I
about.
worry
It's
about
so
them.
sad.
Yes, you do.
Nothing.
You worry about everybody.
I worry about everybody else. I'm a
Mm.
mama hen. All right, Reggie. So all you have to do is click the, and anybody else, just come be my friend. I don't care. I'm not filled up quite yet. I know they only allow like 5,000 friends, but I still have like 1,000 or something left. 1,500 I could go.
And we can get rid of some of the ones that don't give us a thumbs up. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Not everybody likes the YouTube
Okay,
platform,
I
but
know. I'm
even
just
South
teasing.
Park said it. South
Yeah.
Park was like everybody should have their own channel, and I'm pretty sure I said it like a year ago,
Yeah, why not?
almost when we started. You have to, whether it's for your artwork, for your talent, for your dancing, for your sit-ups, for whatever the hell it is that you do, sit-ups meaning exercise, whatever, cooking. I mean, these cooking people are just trying little things and they're getting thousands of views, hundreds of thousands of views, to make a little rubber duck quack. It's just funny. So do it, get
Yeah,
to know
doesn't
people out
matter.
there. It's
Do
a great
anything.
way to know people.
Hmm.
And that is what, and please come and get to know us too, because
Yes,
we're just loving
please.
people. We're not, we're
We try to
assholes.
make it. We try to make you laugh. We're loving.
That we
I
do.
don't hate nobody.
No.
I have a
All right.
friend who
So
used to hate.
anything else, Joe?
Um,
Where's my
no. I want everybody to stay safe.
No. No,
Stay
there's nothing
safe.
else.
Have a great week. Always put your one foot in front of the other. If you stumble and fall, get up, no matter how many times you fall.
Oh my God, are you preaching?
And we love you. Take
We love
care.
you
Yeah.
guys. Have a good one, and we will let you know when we're on next. I know I keep forgetting to put up. Well, it didn't work. I put up one a meme and I was like, anybody want to join us for a live? And we just
Mhm.
got answers for the meme. It was a good
Yep.
amount of likes and stuff, but it doesn't help knowing if anybody wants to join. But little by little, we're getting people. It'd be
Yeah.
great. You're all
Come
awesome.
on in.
Love you, Patriots.